Hey everybody. Okay, so I'm going to show you my favorite way to do my brows. I get a lot of compliments on them, and as you can see, I mean, they're definitely not perfect by any means, so I'm going to share my favorite trick with you. And I do this using palette number 1. Okay, this is the safest palette. This is the palette that everybody is most comfortable with, so I like that you can use this in more than one way, not just for eyeshadow. So I'm going to use my Brow Artist brush. It's the best brush ever. And I just use the flat end. First things first, you know, just clean up the brows. And I like to use a little spoolie or something just to get the brow hair to go where I need it to go. So I'm going to wet the end of this brush. And I'm starting with the color Forthright. It's the darkest matte brown in the palette. And I love this brush because it's so thin that it really does give you, it really does give you that precision. And so just very carefully, I am going to start tracing over my brow. So the reason I do this before I do my eyeshadow is so that I can go back with my concealer brush and clean up any rough edges and make it perfect. Laura, can you see what's wrong with your sister, please?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Is she stuck again?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Mom, I can't do this!
Just pull her straight up.
I can't.
Pull her straight up.
Oh, I can't.
So there's a gap between the foot of my bed and the footboard. And the smallest children like to get down in there because that's just so much fun, right?
Oh god! I got you. Oh god.
It's ridiculous. Thank you, Lorelai, for saving the day.
I saved you.
So again, I am just tracing over my brow. Just little, just little strokes. Very careful. Like, I've already gotten out of line, but it's not a big deal because we're going to go back and clean it up. And on the bottom, going toward the very inner part of my brow, I like to just make kind of a harsh line there. Yes. And then I stop about here with this dark color. Because with my hair color and everything, and you can adjust this obviously to your hair color, skin tone, things like that, I like to grab Chipper, the lighter matte brown. It's my favorite color. It's so good for so many things. Same thing, I'm just going to clean off my brush, wet it again. Yeah, I know, Mommy needs to charge it. And I make a line right where I want my brow to start. Like, I literally just press the brush there, you see that? And then I kind of go across in sort of a fanning motion, just pressing to give that kind of natural hair look. And then bring it all the way into, so it's like kind of blending it in and filling in all that space. So then all I have to do is, wherever it is, there we go, find my concealer brush. And usually I don't even have to put more concealer on it. Just whatever happens to be left over from doing my concealer. And then just go back and carefully clean up those edges. You can add a little bit more concealer above and below your brow to help and highlight it, to give it more of a crisp look. It's completely up to you. But there you have it. That's how I do my brows. Let me know if you guys have any questions.